Hello, Sir Thrivers. It's Robbie, one of your 2025 HIVstopswithme.org spokesmodels, talking to you about our May question of the month. My friend Isaiah, also known as Constance, came up with this amazing question of, what is your spirit animal and how does that relate to your HIV activism? This is a really fun one, and I had a lot of fun thinking about this. So there were so many spirit guides, spirit animals for me to choose from, but I have to say, I think the ladybug is truly my spirit guide / spirit animal for many, many reasons. So let me unpack that for us. One of the most profound moments in my life was placing my hand on the chest of my grandfather and feeling his final heartbeat and watching him as he took his final breath on this earth. It was one of the most profound moments of my entire life, and I swear to you, in that moment, I was in there in the room. It was just me and my grandmother when it happened, but I saw his soul rise from his body and go to heaven. I swear to God, it was a sensory, visceral, incredible experience that I will never forget for the rest of my life, and it informs so many things in my life and how I practice my daily rituals and how I practice who I am on a daily basis. It also showed me that there is absolutely life after death and that our energy is recycled. And right before my grandfather died, as he laid on that bed, he joked with my family that he would come back as a ladybug, which we all thought was really funny for a few reasons. First off, ladybugs, oh my God. Second off, it really kind of does define my grandfather because he was a salon owner and beautician in the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. He owned a chain of salons around Long Island. And the coolest thing about my grandfather was that he really was a true gentleman. And he was also oddly feminine. I shouldn't even say oddly. He expressed his feminine side in a way that was not toxically masculine. And the duality of his masculine and feminine really helped to inform the man I have now become. I'm able to be both masculine and feminine, and I don't see any one of those things as less than the other. It's equal. The duality between masculine and feminine is a really incredible thing. And so I think for me, the ladybug defines that. But after the moment he passed, I was obviously incredibly upset, and I walked out of the hospital and I was walking on my way to the car, and it was November 22nd. And as I walked to my car, I felt something on my cheek and I brushed it off, and it happened to be a ladybug. The fact that my grandfather earlier that morning when he was still conscious told us that he would become a ladybug, and then the fact that a ladybug was literally there landing on my cheek moments after he passed just showed me how incredible the afterlife is, and that we absolutely do have ancestors and spirit guides and guardian angels with us every single moment of the day. We are never, never alone. And so the ladybug has shown up in my life since then, in the moments where I needed it the most, the moments where I felt the most alone, the moments where maybe my sobriety was being questioned by myself and my soul, the moments where I needed to heed warnings from the universe about people or places or things that were negatively impacting me. And so whenever I see a ladybug, it truly happens at the moments in life where I need a sign, and I heed those warnings and I soak up those signs as they come. And they have now turned into markers and little milestones in my life, and they help to reassure me that I'm never alone. They grant me peace and serenity and offer me the guidance that I need in the moment when I don't necessarily have humans around me to remind me of my worth, my value, and my unique place and my journey on the face of this earth. So I will say that the ladybug is an incredibly mythical, resilient, incredible creature. And for me, the ladybug is the soul of my grandfather always coming to make sure that I understand why I'm here, that I need to understand who and what I need to excavate from my life in order to stay sober, in order to stay positive, in order to be my best self for others and continue my journey and my path as a lover, human, activist, husband, brother, uncle, and friend. And so I look at the ladybug as one of the most holy creatures in my life, and a bug that I'm never ever gonna forget. So that is my spirit animal. Hope you guys have a great May, and I look forward to our June question of the month. Thanks so much for listening.